In this video, I'll be talking about how change is not only good, but it's also necessary for you to improve and achieve more in your life. This video is part of 7-day challenge sheet series, so at the end of the video, I will be giving away a personalized challenge sheet so you can start to work towards your goals. Hey guys, this is Janis from Driven by Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. We humans like to stay in our comfort zone because it's easy and we can just follow our simple routines. And we feel like we are in control in our lives because everything is so manageable. But actually we're not in control in our lives because in life everything is moving forward, everything is advancing and everything is evolving. So if you keep doing the same things, you're actually being left behind slowly. And I like change because change is directly related to the actions. And as you guys know, I'm all about the actions because actions are what's going to take you to your goals. The goal of this video is to show you how positive change can vastly improve the quality of your life and push you a few steps closer to your desired goals. First, I'll explain how doing the same thing over and over and over is actually detrimental to you. Second, I'll talk about how change can benefit you and how positive change can vastly improve the quality of your life. And lastly, we'll have a look at some action steps that you can actually take to make a change easier so you can change for a better. Before committing to the change, we first need a reason to actually change ourselves, because if we don't have a reason, the change is not going to last. Attaching change to the meaningful goal can make a huge difference when you have to stick with your changes in the long run. Exercise hurts. Junk food is tasty. Learning new skills require time and effort. Sitting on a couch in front of TV does not. It's not like we have to return to hunter-gatherer society, but as humans, we're designed to do more than just open a bag of chips and watch TV for 4 hours straight. The more external comfort we gain, the unhappier we are on inside. Inactivity studies show that sitting all day can be dangerous to our life. Majority of body functions like calorie burning and electrical activity drops by a third while sitting when compared to walking. Being in comfort zone is equally awful to your brain. If we repeat the same daily routine for years with almost no change, neurons in your brain stop noticing that information, so you end up with the years just being blank with no distinct memories and experiences. Researchers have concluded that what makes us happy is actually outside of our comfort zone. Things like fresh experiences, meeting new people, being active and eating healthy, as well as having a well-balanced lifestyle and breaking out of our daily routines is really what makes us happy. Now let's have a look what positive changes can bring in your life. Number one, you got to experience new things. Change is good because it brings you new and more opportunities. And there are a lot of opportunities out there. You just got to go outside and find them. If you look back at your best experiences that you have ever had, there was probably something new and something fresh that you hadn't experienced before. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a huge change. The small change can have a domino effect where one opportunity can bring you more options that you could ever imagine. Number two, change reveals your strengths. Without change, you might never find out what you're really capable of. Only by being forced to adapt can you see your true mettle. I bet you want to find out what you're really capable of if you have committed to make a change in your life. Number three, change makes you more flexible and more adaptable. Change is the only thing that is able to get you out of a rut. And with flexibility comes confidence to tackle new challenges and new situations. The humanity has survived up to this day because of ability to adapt to always changing environment. So if you want to improve your situation, you must change. Lifestyle changes is a process that takes a lot of time and effort. Once you have decided to make a change in your life, the difficult part is to commit to it and persist. Making a plan will help you a lot to actually make a change and fully integrate it into your life. Setting out small goals and following them step by step will lead you to the long-term success. So let's have a look at how to make lasting long-term lifestyle changes. Number one, make a plan that can be realistically achieved. And be specific about it. Want to sleep on time? then plan for it. Write down a concrete time on what time you want to go into bed and make sure all the tasks are completed by that time. And this applies to all other things that you want to change. Just make sure you plan for them, be specific, and once you've done that, place the piece of paper or the challenge sheet in an easily seen place so it works as a reminder for you. Number 2, start small. One thing what you don't want to do, you don't want to overestimate your ability to change. And what I mean with that is, for example, if you want to wake up early in the mornings, then I wouldn't suggest, if you've been waking up at 7 o'clock every morning, I wouldn't suggest for you to go straight away for 5 o'clock in the morning. You might be able to do it for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, but then as you fail, you're gonna find it very, very difficult to get back because you will feel like a bit of a failure because it didn't work out for you. And you'll start to relate and negative emotions to the change. You'll feel like, oh, I just got to go back to where I was. And that's exactly what you don't want to do. What you want to do, you want to change by little steps. For example, if you've been waking up at 7, you can move a half hour backwards and you can wake up at 6:30. And then do it for a certain amount of the time for your body to get used to that process. Because as I said, we're talking about a long-term lifestyle changes rather than quick fixes. Keep that in mind, and you can always add more. So if you've been waking up on 6:30 every morning, you can then, after a week or so, you can do 6 o'clock and then 5:30 and then go to 5 o'clock in the morning, just to get your body used to the change, and so it lasts for a longer time. Number 3, make one change at a time. Unhealthy and unproductive behavior develops over time, so replacing bad behavior with healthy ones will also require time. But making a lot of changes at the same time can become unmanageable really fast, so it is more effective to focus on one goal at a time. As the change you've made starts to become a habit, try to add more positive changes into your life. Number 4, be accountable. I think when it comes down to long-term sustaining change, accountability is one of the most powerful tools out there. And let me give you an example on accountability. Let's say if you wanted to become a bit more fitter and you wanted to start running, going and running is a great thing to do, right? But even better option would be to join a local running club, because then you would soon become a part of the community and you would make some friends in the club. What would this help you to do is, for example, if one evening you were supposed to go for a run and you didn't quite felt like all right, you felt tired or something, if you were going to run on your own, you could easily make up this excuse and use it not to go for a run today. But if you were a part of the running club, then you know, and you would start to question yourself. You would know, all right, if I skip this time, next time I show up, people will be asking why I didn't join the last run. And I would have to say that I was tired. And actually, I don't want to say that. So this is how your mind works. And this is how being part of the community can be really, really helpful to keep your long-term changes. The goal here is not to be only accountable for yourself, but also to other people. This will keep you focused and motivated and less likely to give up. The change is not easy, but it is always worth it, and you can do it. And just remember, if you fail once, it's not the end. We are all humans and we all make mistakes. And yes, there is going to be times when the new way of doing things that you changed are going to deliver a weaker result. But you shouldn't be discouraged by that, because the only way how we can improve is to keep changing. So if the one way didn't work out, then keep changing for the next one and for the next one until you get your desired result. So keep always changing. And finally, this week's challenge. So this week's challenge is to make a change in your life. So all you have to do is write change in a dedicated box and then make sure you follow it throughout the week. What I've done, I've prepared a list of potential changes that you can make in your life. It's not necessarily that you have to choose one of those items. It's just I wanted to make it easy for you guys, so you can read through and pick what's the closest to you, the one thing that you want to change. I would also suggest to specify what exactly you want to change. For example, if you choose to change your waking up time, number one, then I would suggest to write that time down, exactly at what time you want to wake up. Number four, if you want to read a book every day, then please specify whether you want to read for 10 minutes or 15 minutes every day, or you want to read 10 pages per day. So that is this week's challenge. One last thing that I want to mention before I finish off this episode is to make sure that you attach your change to the higher goal. And what I mean with that is don't just change something for the sake of changing it, but actually attach it to the higher goal. And I can give you an example of eating healthy. So if you want to start eating healthy, instead of just eating healthy because you want to eat healthy, try to think of the goal that you are trying to achieve with eating healthy. And one of the goals that you're achieving by eating healthy is that you have more energy. If you eat good meals, you're going to have more energy and you're going to be able to be more productive throughout the day. And this is very, very great goal that you're trying to achieve with eating healthy. To get your challenge sheet, go to the description box below and download your challenge sheet from there. If you have already joined the program before, then you don't have to do anything and your challenge sheet should be in your inbox. I will be doing a new challenge sheet every week, so if you don't want to miss any upcoming episodes, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. This was me, Janis from Driven by a Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. And I'll see you guys in another episode. Bye!